I didn't manage to film a video last week because I was out of the country on holiday. But the good news is that I managed to read 4 books, so I'm probably going to be able to put out reviews for those 4 books in fairly quick succession. So this video is just going to be a quick review of the first in that list of 4, which is this, The Paris Wife by Paul MacLean, which, for those of you who don't know, is a novel about Ernest Hemingway and his first wife, Hadley Richardson. It's set mostly in Paris during the early to mid 20s, during the time that Ernest Hemingway and Hadley Richardson were married. I really liked this book. It had the right amount of bittersweet, I guess, for me, in my taste. It is kind of sad at the end. I don't think I'm giving anything away when I say that they're not together by the end of the novel, because Ernest Hemingway was a real person, and if you do a quick search for him on the internet, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find out fairly easily that I think he had 4 wives during his life. But yeah, it's what's interesting about this book, to me anyway, is that the big reveal isn't that they're not together by the end of the book. It's more about why they're not together and just showing you a relationship that's falling apart. I really enjoyed that, and I liked that. One of the few nitpicks, I guess, I had about the book, and it's not really about the book itself, it's more about my tastes, I guess, is I really didn't like the characterization of Hemingway. I don't know much about him as an author, and I know less about him as a person, so I can't really tell you whether or not it was an accurate portrayal or not of Ernest Hemingway the man. But Ernest Hemingway the character in this book made me want to scream. He was just so selfish and self-centered and inconsiderate about the other people around him, and it just made me want to shake him and say, why? And then I wanted to shake Hadley and say, why are you with this person? But it didn't take away from my enjoyment of the book. I highly recommend it. It's very good. It was just one of those, he's not quite a character that you love to hate. You can't fathom this character and why they behave the way they do. But I still enjoyed the book. And it was a really nice, it was kind of like the book version of Midnight in Paris, because a lot of important people who were actually in Midnight in Paris made appearances in this book, like Gertrude Stein, F. Scott Fitzgerald, and Zelda Fitzgerald, and a bunch of other artists and writers who were in Paris in the 20s. And it was interesting to see the community of those kind of artistic types, and interesting to see a depiction of the sort of groups and dynamics that happened in these little communities that were in Paris. It's just a really neat book, and I enjoyed reading it a lot, and I highly recommend it.